Welcome to Video 8 of the Heart-Centered Parenting Roadmap. We've covered a lot of ground on managing difficult behaviors, navigating tantrums, and setting firm boundaries. Today, we're looking at what happens during the good moments and how our praise might be doing more than we realize. Imagine your child runs up to you, beaming. They hold up a drawing they just finished. It's a chaotic swirl of colors, messy and energetic, and they're clearly proud of what they've made. Most of us have a reflex for this exact moment. We say, "Good job, you're such a great artist." It's a response born out of love, but it creates a specific connection in a child's mind. They start to learn that your validation is tied to the final result, rather than the effort it took to get there. In psychology, this is known as the language of approval. It happens whenever we praise the finished product, a natural talent, or the child's personality. This creates a precarious internal logic. If a child believes they are smart because they did something well, they may conclude they are dumb the moment they struggle. We see the effects of this later on. When that same child faces a difficult math problem or a complex hobby, they might give up quickly. If they can't be perfect immediately, their sense of being talented feels threatened. By focusing on the outcome, we can inadvertently make children more cautious. They begin to avoid challenges where they might fail, because failing feels like losing their identity as a success. There is a story about the childhood of Thomas Edison that illustrates how much weight a parent's words carry. Edison was sent home from school with a letter for his mother. The school had officially labeled him as slow and unfit for their classroom. His mother read the letter, but she didn't share the school's verdict with him. Instead, she told him the school thought he was a genius and that he would need to be taught at home because the teachers couldn't keep up with him. Her choice provided him with a different way to see himself. By replacing a label of deficit with one of capability, she gave him an internal narrative that prioritized his potential over his current difficulties. While one conversation doesn't determine a child's entire life, the language we choose becomes the internal voice our children use when things get difficult. The practical fix for this is building what psychologists call a growth mindset. This requires a shift in how we offer praise. It means moving away from highlighting natural talent or the final score. This matrix shows two paths. Left is the language of outcome. Right is the language of effort, where we notice persistence and strategies. We focus on effort because it's the only variable children control, like how much they actually practice. When we highlight the work, we take the pressure off of being perfect and give them a clear path to improve through their own actions. Let's go back to that messy drawing one more time. Instead of a quick, "good job," try the observation over judgment technique. Take a moment to actually look at what they've done before you say anything. Use a script that notices specific details. "I see you used 3 shades of blue for that sky. You really worked hard on that corner." This phrasing teaches the child that their focus and their hard work are the things you value most. These small linguistic shifts build up over time. Think about your child facing a difficult exam or a new challenge a few years from now. Instead of thinking, "I'm just not good at this," they are more likely to think, "I haven't found the right strategy yet." This is how we help children develop resilience. We give them the tools to view obstacles as things that can be overcome through persistence.
Here is your prayog, or experiment, for tonight. Try a 24-hour ban on the phrase, "good job." Look for one specific moment where you can see the work behind the result. Find a detail, a color choice, a moment of persistence, or a clever solution, and name it. But what happens when they try their best and things still go wrong? I want to acknowledge the effort you're putting into learning these new tools. When you're ready, click through to Video 9, where we'll talk about creating a safe-to-fail zone.